Good morning, fellow leaders of tomorrow. How many times have we heard that? Leaders of tomorrow. This has been the title used to describe the students of Texas Military Institute for many years. But have you ever stopped and thought about what these words actually mean? Have you ever thought about the gravity of this title? I know we hear it often, and it may go in one ear and out the other. It's kind of a big deal. And isn't tomorrow coming up pretty soon? My name is Elliot, and I have attended Texas Military Institute for the last 6 years. And for the last 6 years, I've heard this title used over and over. Upon first hearing Leaders of Tomorrow, I paid no attention to it and took it in stride. But the other day it hit me and really made an impact. I'm not up here to pump you up about integrity in the workforce or being all you can be. That's the Army's job. I'm here to give you a wake-up call, because these words are about to become reality. We are about to be the ones making decisions that could affect people's jobs, people's lives, and people's families. In just a few years, we may be the supervisors and bosses in many different career areas. Everyone talks about how college is a party, but college is actually preparation for adult life. It is the transition period from living home to fending for yourself in the real world. And this so-called party has side effects that could last a lifetime if you don't have your ducks in order by the time you toss your hat in the air. The scariest part about being a leader of tomorrow is the poor success rate in this day and age. It seems like past generations had awe-inspiring role models who desegregated America and tore down Berlin walls. And it seems like we received the short end of the stick, because we have almost impeached presidents, sex scandals, and Enrons. Leaders of large companies used to seem like honorable people, but in recent years, it feels like this has changed dramatically. It also seems like the word CEO is a dirty word. So who do we model our actions after? Who will inspire you to do the right thing, even something small, like pick up that piece of trash on the sidewalk when no one's looking? These are the questions that we have little time to find answers to, but these are the questions that will shape us into the so-called leaders of tomorrow. Another dilemma we face is being hidden right now by all the shiny LCD screens and bells and whistles. This dilemma I'm referring to is modern technology. Sure, on the surface we all love our iPhones and navigation systems, but technology is changing so fast that if you're not keeping up with it on a monthly basis, you are ignorant to a whole new world going around us. One of the first things I noticed when I arrived at TMI was how outstanding the technology was in comparison to my old school. I came to this realization during science class 7th grade year. We were asked to make a presentation by means of using a computer, which for me at the time was a very strange and high-tech way of doing something. After overcoming the shock of how to work with a computer, I was able to use it to my advantage. Because of this project, it made me realize that technology can help you get your tasks done faster, thus making it like leadership a tool for life. All of this technology is changing the world we live in, and this makes it even more difficult to see and predict what lies in front of us. Our generation will have to overcome obstacles never before faced, and unlike the ones our fathers and grandfathers faced, will have to be at 4G speed in order to keep up. As we grow up, we are learning tools that will help us live on our own. We are taught how to survive, and skills that make our lives easier. Many children in today's society are growing up too quickly, which could be a bad thing. Our youth are learning things that they're not old enough to comprehend via technology. It is like the forbidden fruit in the Garden of Eden. Once indulged, there's no turning back. But because of this feeling that we need to be our own role models, we choose role models who are rich, famous, and powerful. But that's a celebrity. A role model is where you base your foundation, and then you build yourself from there. A role model is a person who acts like a guideline so that you can build your personality while staying on the straight and narrow. Role models are people, so they might have some character flaws, like tendencies to chop down cherry trees. But for the most part, they are humble, loyal, and trustworthy people. Too many of us look up to the wrong people, which is easy to do in the world in which we live. Well, the ones who resist the smooth talking, red cape figure on your shoulder choosing someone to look up to will appreciate it in the long run. If you take nothing else away from my speech today, take this. Everything that we are doing is preparing us for tomorrow. Find a positive role model who will lead you to success, and then once you have achieved success, do not succumb to the corruption of the world we live in. The world is constantly changing, so change with it. And I know it's old-fashioned, but keep your moral compass. You might need it when your GPS gets out. You're the only one responsible for your actions. We'll have to take charge sooner than you think, so pay attention to those in front of you, because you'll want to make the most of the opportunities given. You're only given one life, so enjoy it, but enjoy it in an honorable fashion. Thank you.